Hello, Emilio, and welcome back to RGVFC. Last year, you played an integral part of the team that made a playoff run and that got the franchise its first playoff victory away from home. What can fans expect from you as you come back for, I guess, is your second season here in the Rio Grande Valley?
Well, first off, I'm very happy to be here. A lot of the success that we had last year was a big cause and a big reason for me and some of the other players to return. We were very happy with how we finished. So, um, at the same time, I would say we were very still hungry to kind of push on and get a little bit more of the success that we thought we would have deserved last year.
And this season, there's been a little bit of a turnover on the roster, but some of the newer faces that have arrived, one of them being JP Torres, a former teammate of yours up in Austin. How do you guys expect to link up with each other on the field, and what's been like the early progress so far during this preseason?
Yeah, I would say that there's already chemistry built. I know how he likes to play, and he knows how I like to play. So there's already been good signs and good showings in the preseason games that we've had so far, where you can definitely tell that we spent 7 months together. So, as for the rest of the group, it's sometimes it takes some time, but there's already been really good showings of good results and good team plays.
All right, thank you.
Obviously, the last time we saw you on the pitch was, in San Antonio. Obviously, obviously we didn't talk to you guys after the game. I don't know if you still remember, but what did it feel like? Like, did you guys feel the physicality of San Antonio FC? What led to on that day? What did you guys feel in regards to that aspect?
Yeah, I've erased all that whole day out of my memory. No, it was a tough day. I think like you said, the physicality portion of it. They played to other strengths. They played to different aspects of the game. They called it on. They broke up the game as much as possible. They knew that. Watching the Phoenix game and watching us, they would have known that we're a team that liked to play a lot with the ball and to keep it, and they did that as much as possible by either causing fouls or being extra physical and just breaking up the game. So it was a hard moment. I think we all learned a little bit more about like game management. What to do when we encounter them again this year, because I'm sure that we'll see them at least three or four times. So that'll be something that I'm sure all of us on that day will remember how we felt the day we lost.
And my next question is, obviously this year it's a whole, you could say, possibilities because this time you guys get to play the East Coast
Right.
teams this time around. So how does that like, and how can that kind of build not just team-wise but personal-wise?
Yeah, I think it'll just give everyone a little bit more experience. You get to travel to the other coast, so that you'll have a little bit more time for bonding and more chemistry. You'll play teams that would be hoping to find and meet in the finals. So if in the off chance that we played them in the regular season and in the playoffs, we'll have kind of an advantage of knowing their style of play. So I only see positives from playing on the more of the East Coast teams.
We touched on the fact that we did have a physical matchup against San Antonio last year, and that was some of the disadvantages that we had as an away team. But seeing you personally as a player in practice already being one of the more physical guys and building up that pressure in training already to make sure that we're ready for a physical matchup against both Oakland and San Antonio leading up into the two home matches coming up.
Right.
What has been your message as one of the returners to the squad in order to prepare for that kind of play throughout the whole season?
Yeah, I think it's the San Antonio game in the playoffs was still pretty fresh in my mind, and obviously once you turn into the playoff mode, it's the games are a lot more intense, and you only have 90 minutes or 120 minutes to define the game and to either move on or go home. With the Phoenix game, we ended up going on, so we were all happy, but just like the San Antonio game, it was 90 minutes where we realized that we didn't do enough that game. So I try to bring that same intensity and that same pressure and that same kind of atmosphere to a training session. That way, when we go to games, either whether it be home or away, we kind of are used to that sort of pressure.